Good gold. Here we go. Right on that picnic table? Gold. That ain't here. Wall. What? What is happening? Is it right? Is it working? Hey guys, what's happening? It's Friday night. Just trying to get things set up still. There's a lot of moving parts in one of these things. I've been running around all day trying to get things done. How are y'all doing? So I keep saying I'm going to do pop-up rock shows, and here we are. Here's a pop-up rock show. Friday Night Rocks. Friday Rocks. Here we go. Right before Freedom Friday. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Hope everything's working well. Didn't get everything checked out along the way. Let's get the comments back up here. Hey, Tin Man, JP, Loans and More, WK Prospecting. There's Rich, Tin Man, JP, Dan B. Oh yeah. Check this out. Mr. Lodak's in the house. What's happening? Good to see you. Yep, a little pop up here. We got a few people coming through. Awesome people. We got the time to click the button, check out, see what's going on with the whole rock situation. We know what's going on with the gold situation. It's just steady going. But the rock situation, it's a big situation. You like the lights? Looking good? But y'all want to see that right there. Put something up nice. Check this out. Boom. Think about that. There's Cashapp. Yeah. So when it comes to rocks and minerals and all that good stuff, there's blistering barnacles. What's happening? I got a problem when it comes to that stuff. I really do. And one of my biggest problems is I'd like to be able to share it with you, but I was in it pretty hard. See, a lot of my pieces are big and pricey, like what we're looking at right over here. That's an amethyst cathedral and a giant quartz cluster, and that's some good stuff right there. That's the best of the best, in my opinion. Really good stuff. That looks good with that color shining through. I can change the color. I was working on it. Don't get to use that one much, but where do I got to point it? Ooh, yeah. Who knows? That one's blue and green. Sometimes it changes. I can't figure out where exactly I'm supposed to be pointing it. The little reader might be on the other side of the cord right now. Ooh, red. Well, it read one time. Oh, it's random. Sometimes it works. It's going down. Tomorrow night it might get kind of serious. So also over there we got camera settings. Throw it on this camera. See the thumbnail general. There it is. Boom. We put it in motion. Oh, I unplugged it earlier for the USB drive. Boy, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to print something these days if you don't have a printer. Got to figure it out. Well, I couldn't get my printer to work. You got to print one page every year these days. So, yeah. Well, this can be difficult out there with the technology these days. I'll tell you what, it's a little daunting. But that's a piece of labradorite. It's cabbed up real nice. Got good shine to it. It's good in there. I brought some other crystals out so we can look at today. You saw the big quartz cluster back here and the amethyst cathedral, which is usually in the shack here. Yeah, oh yeah, to the igloo. So the tonight we're talking about. I added a Patreon Rockhound tier for the Rockhounds out there. The people that are interested in getting a hold of some of the material I'm going to be working and turning out on my lapidary equipment. That's what that tier is for. So thank you to all the Patreons. You helped make the world go around. But the new Rockhound tier, those Rockhound shows will be on a Benzo Rocks. Those, so that's how that'll work. It won't be on the gold show. It'll be over here. And I think it's $10 tier set up over there. We'll find a way to get some of these cool stones I'm working on in your hands. Hey, you guys, what's happening? We'll throw some different rocks up here. I picked out one of my quartz clusters. We'll back it off a little bit. Probably have to move the rotating stand out too. Picked out one of my quartz clusters. I don't think we've ever showed before, and I don't know if I've put it on the microscope before. And we'll see what's in there. Some nice pyrite. I rinsed it off, even though I got it in a closed cabinet. Yeah, a little dust to cruise. And then if you have a rock collection, I do if on display, I do recommend a closed cabinet because the dust is serious. Mega Dog 555. Good day. So that's some pretty cool little quartz clusters in there. Okay, let me show you the whole stone. Here's the whole stone. Pretty magnificent stone. The edge, the base, you can see the pyrite all through the base. Let me flip it over. I have to refocus because I can't lay it on the quartz. You can see the pyrite flecked all through the host on the backside and on the edge. Larger clusters of it. And then the stone itself. Refocus again. All right, let's switch that up. Make it better. It's a weird little cluster there. Oh, the wrong thing. Look at this speckling on it. What kind of crystals are those? So that makes this a combination cluster. See, there's two different things flecked on it. And it could be like some magnetite flecks and some calcite flecks, along with the pyrite. Look at the quartz and the pyrite interlaid together there. That's pretty cool. We'll move this way. See another little cluster. Oh, man. Wicked cool. Oh, let's zoom in on this. What's going on down in there? Little pockets of crystals. Can't get the light down there. A little moisture in there from when I rinsed it. Shiny pyrite. I wonder if that's gold bearing pyrite. Chris Roberts, what's happening? Buffalo Stampede. Heck yeah. I got a pretty good collection of pyrite I've been working on. Pieces over the years. So yeah. I got some pyrite to trade for sure. It's not junk. Pyrite's got quite good value now. Those little cubes, perfect cubes, singular perfect cubes of like 1 inch. Oh my goodness. You could have bought them for $5 to $7 a while back, but now 25 to 35 just for those, the smaller ones. When you get in the 2-3 inch range, you just go through the roof. Pyrite's a different animal these days. It's more collected. It's not seen as not gold. It's seen as it's awesome in its own right. You know, just it's more valuable than quartz, I'd say. On some of I mean, a fancy quartz cluster, pound for pound, versus a fancy pyrite cluster. Holy smokes, that pyrite thing's going to be worth 10 times as much, probably. Yeah, pyrite's gone crazy. Highly collectible, especially because it's got two. It's got cubics here, so you see the cubics, but it also has an octahedron. Has a not octahedron. What is it? It's got a. It has two formations it makes, other cubic and another one, and it's pretty awesome. I like pyrite. I wish I had some of the pieces I picked up off the railroad tracks when I was a kid. I don't know where all that stuff went. Who knows where stuff goes? But yeah. Also, out of the vault, I brought a kyanite blade. Now we've seen some. I got two pieces of kyanite here to show the drastic difference of the types of kyanite. Here's a big blue blade. I mean, pretty big for kyanite blades. Most kyanite blades are like big, but it's got a nice gemmy streak through it. Looks good on that microscope, eh? I think so. Wow. That's pretty cool. Hey, Nancy, how you doing this evening? Good to see you. Snuck in there. Right on this Friday night. Got my coffee. And it's my last cup for the day, that's for sure. Some of those pyrite things like this on the edge, I was looking at them, they have big black hematite nodules. What's up, Chris? He's working and lurking. Cool. Yeah, we got some stuff out there. Got a big old kyanite blade. We're just showing and sharing and talking. Flip it over. Let's see what's the other side. It's more flat. The back side's pretty flat. Color's still pretty good. But I mean, it's getting close to, it's got to be 4.5, 5 inches. Just keeps on going. A mica saw blade. Let's show the whole thing again. It's a big blue. Yeah. So the other type here is a black fan. A black fan kyanite. Look at that. Catching the light. It's got some vitreous, lustrous effects. Let's take a look at this under the microscope. It's a little more fragile. Wow. Looks like what's that red stuff? Ooh, like it's really red, huh? Like I stabbed somebody on the way in with it, like. Ooh. We need to back up more to appreciate this one. It is just too. Really? Oh. Well, I got my best light right here. Don't do much. Now that lapis I cut when it was rough, you couldn't really tell that it had any reaction to it. But after I polished it up, it was like really nice. I'm like, wow, it turned orange. But only after even the ones I cut that weren't really polished, not so much. I'm like, I wonder if it's like that dioxide polish stuff that's really, but the other stones aren't doing that just from the polish. But wow, blue kyanite often red. Huh. Haven't seen that reaction. Well, I mean, I guess it's not really bluish, kind of turning opaque. Yeah, okay, and that super crystally area, I can see some slight reddish action going on. Yeah, I can see that. Sure. Wonder what those fancy blades I got are like. I got some gem blades somewhere. Where'd I put them? Are they in the box? Would they fit in the box? Lights. Oh, another way. I got an idea. I typed this up earlier as an idea just to see. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I thought up some bags that I can make for this channel, and I'll throw up some prototypes here. First one was crystal silver and garnet bag. The other one's a gem and mineral bag. And I only made 2 of each. And there's one mystery slab bag, which is going to be a big bag full of slabs. And I'll show that. If anybody is interested, most of y'all know how to get in touch with me. If not, no harm done. We'll figure out how to share some of this with you. I've been working on this my whole life, storing this stuff up and collecting and buying, selling, trading. And I need to share it. I mean, I need to see if anybody else appreciates some of this stuff and start moving it around. And that's all I'm thinking. Because I just got so much started looking at. It's like, what am I doing? I was like, there's this huge area here and a huge area here, and there's secret boxes there and a huge area here and stacks and stacks. What am I doing? What am I planning? What's going on? And it's the problem is, see, I'll slowly bring out some of the bigger, better stuff and show it to you. Like I got a couple nice pieces on display right now over here, but I have a couple pretty rare things, pretty nice stuff, some museum grade things, and that's what you just get into after you collect for a while. You upgrade what and it just backlogs, and you just get this mass pour of rocks, and I need to share it with you. And I'm still dragging them up, still bringing them home. I got petrified wood for days, but it's just not the pretty stuff out at West Coast like the opalize or the rainbow and stuff like that. But petrified wood, whoo, I got some good stuff too. You want to see a good one? I'll show you a good one. This one stays in the shop. I'm strong enough to pick it up. We got the log effect. We got the knot. We got the bark, which that's the big thing, is a lot of the textures on the bark. And the best part about this one is it stands. It's got to be 12 pounds, 12, 15 pounds. I don't know. Here's a 15-pound weight. I'd say it's 12, 13 pounds. It's a little bit lighter than that weight. We got the new, I got a couple of these I'm going to have set up for Easter. I'll call them the Easter egg agate. I got cut. Still got to be polished and everything. But they come out looking like an Easter egg, in my opinion, with the stripes across it and the different colors. So I'm going to be working on getting some of these polished up so I can share around Easter. These Easter egg agates really, they just don't come through. This is still got the saw marks on it, but it just ain't coming through what it looks like in real life. The lines, it's like camera's not making it look like what it really looks like there. But there's a lot more lines to it than the camera is showing. That's for sure. We got lots of good stuff to get into on the saw, which if you notice is in a box right there. Yep. It's going back. It's got to get worked on now. There's a lovely piece of fluorite. Very lovely piece of fluorite. If you know what you're doing, you can get 4 awesome cabs out of that. Or more. Depends on how big you want them. You get some nice stuff out of it. I thought about doing it myself. I thought about moving it as a slab. But yeah, people love the purple. Mega Dog likes trade. Yeah, Well, if you're looking for some pyrite, boy, I got some. I got some back there in a jar. I got some local stuff from here, like right next county over. This is just some common pyrite here. Next county over, there's talc mines, and in the talc, there's giant pyrite crystals that fall out of it. And this is one. The other three are just regular pyrite. So I'll show you what I call regular pyrite. It's like so. This is a solid piece. Let's throw it under there. Let's switch this up again. Nice solid piece of pyrite. Some weight to it. A lot of times if you look around on your pyrite, you can see little flecks of calcite popping out of it. It's pretty common. But see, this looks more like an octahedral piece instead of the cubical piece. So you're not really getting the squares out of it. You know, there's a nice little cavity with some beauty going on in there. So in this, let's take a look at this piece on the edge here. Yeah, real nice. There's three pieces in there. But now this is different. This looks like this because it's one single crystal, one big lump. It's not like a bunch of little crystals. It's one big lump. So it forms different ways all over the world, tons of different ways, even different crystals. I like it mixed with other things. It likes to mix in. That's what I like about pyrite. It mixes in. This has got some neat, got a fracture line, but it's got a neat face right there. Get it? Let's get that face on it. Show some of that faceting and that fracture down through there. But these lumps are singularly suspended within the talc itself. A big chunk of talc, and you'll see them just, they're not like, that is the host, is the talc, which is a big white rock. You set it outside in the rain or put a water hose on it, it just melts away and leaves those sitting behind. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Definitely weird. Just this white slurry, just, it's like wet baby powder, pretty much. There you go. It's kind of weird. So some cool rocks. What kind of rocks y'all into? AU and AG mostly. Yeah, sure. Huh? Yeah, the bark, that is a rarity to find the bark on there. Now, I got this rock right here. You know, sometimes you find rocks and you're like, well, that's something, that ain't something. But it just looked weird, felt weird. Where I go collecting, I can find a lot of black to brown petrified wood. It has some gray to wood tones, brownish. But then every now and then you come across pieces of quartz that looks like petrified wood, and it's like, it's very odd. I got one piece back there. It just ain't right. There's something odd about that quartz, and I have messed around and found a couple little chunks of chalcedony down in there, believe it or not. But this piece right here, I'll show it to you. Let me put me back up. So I brought it home. Boy, that outside looks like bark, and it even has a bark crust line on both sides. It has the radial. It's got everything making it look like petrified wood. Look at that. Boy, what do you think? What does anybody think about that rock? Now, if it really does, is it maybe a different type of wood that laid down? There's different type of woods that maybe mineralize faster than others. But the shape, the density, the feel, everything was right except for it was the wrong color for around there. But I guess sometimes you can find yellow. It just looked like a piece of the yellow quartz. But boy, if you could see that crust line, that looks like a bark line all the way around. And look at that. I mean, yeah, it's one of those rocks that I eventually I kick it around a few times, and by the end of the day, I'm like I talk myself into carrying it out because yeah, reminds you of a bone. Yeah, sure, I get that too, because of the density of it. It's very odd, so I had to carry it out. If it's just a quartz, it's just a quartz. But boy, oh boy, even the backside, like if you ripped wood apart, the texture and feel of that inside, how this inside part, let me flip this light so you can see a little better. This inside part is so woody looking. Like if you rip some wood apart and all the pits and crevices and streaks and lines and all the weird things that would occur. Oh, and there you go. Now you can start to see some of those lines. Look at that. And it's got it's good weight for its size. But then, yeah, that looks like a bone. That part through there really does. But the whole thing, now you can start to see that crust line a little bit better with that light on. So it's one of those mystery stones you bring home and you just never really know for sure. But all the indicators are there. It's just the color was off. But I found lots of different color down there. So it's either just a rock or it's kind of special. Either way. It's the flashlight. Okay, I can turn that rotating thing off there in front of me. But yeah, this well, we got to start talking about pyrite. We went from one thing to the next. Yep, I think it looks like a bone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, get you a soap rock, talc rock. Yep, local pyrite. And I find pyrite cubes when I go prospecting from time to time. And if I'm finding they're silvery, the silvery pyrite cubes. If I'm finding those, I'm having a good day. Just fingerprints. Let's put this back over here. Oh yeah. Get some motion. Rock on. There it goes. Taking off now. Yeah. Your daughter brings home lots of rocks. Well, hey, maybe one day she'll bring you one that's like worth some good money. Because some of them rocks out there are just kind of crazy. With highly collectible. I mean, this whole industry is created from these rocks. And if you don't think so, most of our industries start with minerals somewhere or another. Miners run the world. It's not farmers. It's miners. Miners run industry. Farmers feed the world, yeah. But almost everything you can think of, it goes back to minerals somewhere. Mostly metals, things like that. But yeah, it's an endless pool to jump into to try to learn something from is rocks and minerals, because just what's available is one thing, and then there's the whole geology of it. It's like why they're there and how they form. That's a whole nother huge scientific field. It's endless. It's endless amount of data out there to digest when it comes to rocks, stones, minerals. Hey, I don't know it all. I'm still learning stuff all the time. I'll watch Root Fortress out there, and he'll throw out something and throw names up that I've never even heard before. But that's just like combinations of minerals and little localized names. There's stuff still being named when it comes to rocks and minerals that are. It's like, oh, this is just a rock. Well, somebody figures out, well, that's just a combination of this, and that's the only place it occurs. And all of a sudden, it's a highly desirable rock that people are mining and working and turning into something just because of its rarity. And it might look kind of good, but there's new stuff coming out all the time. You gotta watch out for China because they fake stuff. They fake rocks. They'll fake a rock. Oh, it confuses you. Well, just keep at it, because I'll tell you what, it's endless. I mean, just start with quartz. Start with quartz. Silicon, it's right there. It's the most common thing on the crust. And guess what? I'm still learning about quartz, because there's so many varieties, from the crystals to more of the base. See, what we're looking at there, that's not quartz. That's a feldspar, what's spinning up there. And what's behind that, the red thing, that's a calcite, which is a carbonate. But quartz is everywhere. There's so many varieties. And you think about it, almost like all the things are quartz. Onyx, quartz. Um, Tiger's eye, quartz. All those stones. Most of the stones you go into a rock shop, especially if it's like a roadside shop, most of that's going to be in there. Just different forms of quartz. Quartzite, I guarantee it. So much quartz. And I try to, when you get out of the quartz, things get a little pricey, because all of a sudden it's less rare. It's less common, more rare, because quartz is the most common thing. But it gets rare on the quartz when you get to big clear crystals. That's the rare. The rarer it is, the bigger it is, the more valuable it's going to be. That crystal right there. Oh man, I don't think I can part for it for less than 3 bones. I mean, it's heavy. It's a big one. So I mean, that's how they are. Uh, but that's a low ball. I probably want 4, but I'm not trying to get rid of that bad boy at all, because it's one of my favorite crystals I have. I have a few really nice. Yeah, that's right. Feldspar and quartz rule the world. Um, that's right. Quartz is everywhere. So much stuff is quartz. Even like all the base slabs, all the different named things out there, all the jaspers, all the 100%, all of them are quartz. It's so much. Feldspar is a little bit rarer. You get into your labradorites, your moonstones, and things like that. Really nice stuff. A little bit rarer though. But you can look up. You get the orthoclase. I'm a big fan. I got some nice ones. Some nice white orthoclase. That's like when feldspar makes a crystal, it's not a clear quartz crystal like so, but there is the clear yellow feldspar crystals that pop up in places. So I need to get me one of those feldspar crystals. I don't know exactly where they're mined. I want to be one of them Chilean things. Oh yeah, custom watches. Yeah, yeah. The quartz. Yeah, they charge themselves. You just got to walk. Yeah, quartz is a little bit, even though it's everywhere. Of all the stones out there, it is a little bit magical. Hey, I ain't trying to go all woo woo on you here, but scientifically, it is a little bit magical compared to the other stones, because of its piezoelectric capabilities, which means under pressure it creates electricity, and they're just starting to scratch the surface of what that. They're still using it kind of caveman kind of way, but it's going to change the world once they figure out, when they access what pure crystal is capable of. I think so. When they really get the technology to use crystal the way it needs to be used, it's going to change 100% of what we're doing. Look what it's already done to the world with computers and television screens. Right there. I mean, just right there. I mean, 100 years. Yeah, quartz magic. Yeah, heck yeah. Cigarette pack has gold. Nah. What? Oh yeah, I got some quartz back there I need to finish crushing. I know it's got gold in it, and I got a pile here and a pile there and a pile there. I was thinking about I got to upgrade my crushing capabilities so I can streamline it, and because I got some good stuff that needs to be crushed, but I'm not going to get much gold out of it. Technology is crazy, so heck yeah. But the when it comes to rock hounding, guys, it is one of my favorite exercises to do. Now, gold prospecting is one thing, but when you go out and you can train your eyes on what you're going for. Like day I went out my big last rockhound trip was with Scott Sharp, and boy oh boy I had a big old time, and I just totally zoned out on what I was doing. When I go back, I'll be a little bit different. I heard that's using screen boxes down there. I got screen boxes. I got screen boxes I built myself because I'm a rock hound. I don't take them out of the creek and use them because it ain't for gold. But yeah, they're around here somewhere. I got a couple of them. I got a little 8 screen that I use that I got. I was using it to collect garnet chips out of this creek in the mountains. Yeah, nice chips. You just use the screen and let the smaller ones fall through, and you can just pick the bigger ones out. But boy, yeah, you just scoop it up and screen it out, and there's the garnet chips. Pretty nice almond and garnet chips. You know, they have a reddish brown tint a little bit. They're not super bright red, but yeah, it's magic. If you squeeze something in, it creates electricity. That's pretty magical. It's because we understand it. We can call it science now. But yeah, I don't know about the other crystals that do that. No, they don't have that property. So that's pretty cool because there's lots of other crystals out there, clear, beautiful crystals other than just quartz. Most people think it's all quartz. It's not all quartz. There are some really awesome crystals out there. We'll do exploration of some different crystal types. That's not magic. Oh yeah. So we do have a new Rockhound tier over on the Patreon, and that's a way set up to help, um, so I can share some of the stuff I've been working on with y'all. We'll do appreciation shows over on Benzo Rocks. We ain't got a set day when we do these pop ups, but they come and go. We pop up for about an hour and do some things, and uh, we talk about rocks mostly. And we'll have some new shows soon. Get some other people in here to talk about rocks. Yep, we just started a new Patreon tier. Just set it up today. I'm gonna light that candle in a little while. I got a lavender candle. Oh, that smells really nice in here. So, but yeah, I got this box of slabs back there that I've been working on saving on. So, as a way to do it, and then you just trim them out and you start cabbing them up. Somebody sent somebody a shirt. I see accusations flying around. Uh oh. Hey Mary, how you doing? Oh no, what's happening? So let's throw something else under that microscope and look at it. What have I got here? You find something. What do y'all want to see? Y'all name it. I might got it. Y'all name it. Right, Benzo's at the racetrack again. Oh, trying to follow Mary. Let's see what these look like. It probably won't look like much anything over there. Ooh. Nah, they don't look too good. That one's really red. Ooh, you can see the red popping through. It's nice. That big one don't. No, that big one don't. If I get the light on. Oh, I was supposed to find the blue kyanite blades, but I don't know where they're at. Have I got any other kyanite in here? I don't think so. Kyanite's usually a bigger thing. I don't have any cut for kyanite. It is rare to find kyanite good enough to cut. I got some rubellite. Here's a massive chunk of rubellite. We're doing it right on. Well, it went white, but it was still red because it's red. There we go. I was like, no, that's clear color, but that's the color of the crystal. Boom. Rubellite. Slow it down. Very cool. That's so big, I won't even go back in. What we got here? So I got a. Where's my blue topaz? Oh, this is river worn. This is just a river worn topaz. See that? It looks like the moon. What do you think about that one? It's pretty clear. Got a good thickness to it. Sweet. Topaz. I don't know what those little blue stones are. Iolites. This one's got some nice sparkle to it. Well, none of that light, it don't. Guess that's still not quite clear light because that's not the color of that stone that got washed out. I wonder if any of these will flash. I don't know what these are. I haven't looked at these in a while. Might have to get them wet. All right. Let's see what we got here. Got some sunstone. Some mega flash on that side. There's even a better piece here. Just yeah. That's a feldspar. There's something about feldspar and the flash. You know? There's a lot. They have a lot of stones that carry that flash to them. This is a good one. I might need to work this one. It's pretty good size too. Sweet. Some wicked flash. See what it does. If it does anything. Where is that topaz? Here we go. Found it. Check this bad boy out. Flip it over. Show the thickness of it. Show the clarity of it. Yeah. Yeah. How about some aquas? You like aquamarines? Here we go. A couple nice. These are dark blue. And I mixed up all my spodumines. No, I can't tell them apart anymore. My morganite, my kunzite, my hiddenite. Well, I know the morganite's kind of pink, so that one's okay. But when it comes to these two, they're not the same thing. And I don't know which is which. I forgot to label them. And you're telling me they're not the same? Nope, they're not the same. Supposedly, the way I remember it. That I only had one hiddenite. Maybe I got two hiddenites. I don't know. They both look like hiddenite, don't they? Because this is my big chunk of kunzite right here. I don't know. I remember what that one looks like. Crystal clear. Slightly pink. Kunzite. And anybody remember the other spodumene? Morganite, kunzite, hiddenite, and is there a fourth one? I can't remember everything. Let's see if there's any UV reaction. Doesn't seem to be. Holy hell, those react. That is like the most reactive thing ever. I got a pair of Sin Stars. The blue ones don't go, but the red ones, whoo-wee. Even though these are sin stones, they're valuable. Here we go. There's my Sin Stars. I'll take the light off of them. And bing! Under the black light, they go crazy. I know it don't go through because there's UV filters, but you know, I'm not putting much light on it, and they're just beaming. Yeah, some nice Sin Stars there. They're synthetic star rubies. You'll see a real one. There's a real one. Of course, it don't do as much as others, but it reacts seriously in the black light as well. And to get a perfect one with the perfect star over it, yeah, if those were real, they would be like, what, 20 grand a piece? So, you know. So sometimes you get some synthetic stones so you can appreciate them too. But in the way there are, they're probably, I don't know, what they're going for now, but they might be up to like $50 a piece. Because sin stones have a value too. It's nice little. I thought I had a bigger star. Maybe I got rid of the star. But I got some that are need to be cut. Oh, this one's neat. This one looks like it's metal. Like the outside of it, it looks metallic. It looks like a metal crystal. That's what it looks like. But watch what happens when I put it on the light. It still looks like metal. Maybe that's the wrong crystal. Huh. I thought I was supposed to do something. What is that then? Maybe this is the one I was thinking of that looks metallic. But oh, look, when I hold it up there, it don't look metallic at all. You can see what I'm holding up. Oh, sneaky blue. Maybe that's the crystal I was thinking of, the sneaky blue. Bam, look at that bad boy. What is that? What's up, David? Alphon City. How you doing? Joe Hope. Good to see you. I see Bruto. What's up, Brewers? I'm thinking that's a blue tourmaline instead of an aqua. That's the way it's acting, the way I feel about it, I guess. Thinking it's blue tourmaline. Now, what is that? See how it's got this reddish look to it? I'm thinking that's a rutile crystal. What do you think? That might be a rutile crystal and not what I thought it was. Because rutile is a metallic looking, lustrous, has a waxy feel and a reddish tint. Let's take another. I got a bigger piece of rutile here. Check that out. Reddish, metallic crystal. Lustrous, waxy. Rutile. Yeah, that was a dreamstone at one point in time to have a full rutile crystal. I mean, the full crystal form, the full metal. They're about $1,200-$1,400 when I was really looking at them. I don't know what they've gone up to over the years, but you can only imagine. Some things when it comes to rocks and minerals have appreciated. Some things have depreciated. And it's what's still doing well is locally sourced gems and minerals that are handcrafted and not from labor camps overseas. Because you can get that stuff super cheap. You know, I don't know. There's a little bit of more dilemma with that. Yeah, you can order some stuff and get it cheap, but it's too cheap. How much of it's going to be real? How much of it's fake? We don't ever know. Because you get some fake stuff. I wonder what this is. Oh, it's another topaz. That one been cut. Snipped off. We got sunstone. It's a good one. Does this one flash? This might be the best one. I set it up like that. See what happens. Oh, look at it coming alive. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice one. I need to dot that one up. What do you think? Only pans. What's happening? Yep. Yep. Yeah. Ethiopian opals. Everybody wants the Australian. Yeah. It fluctuates. But one thing, when it comes to rocks and minerals, size is the biggest factor when it comes to price, because the bigger a crystal is, the less of them there are in the world. That's just the bottom line. And also clarity, quality can shoot the price up, and rarity. You know, there's a few things out there that are so super rare that you wouldn't even, y'all don't even know about it. Y'all don't even know about it. This is something about opal. Got a little fire. Got a little fire here. Oh, turn green. So I hope to do some more Rockhound this year, and get out there and see what I can get into. There are some nice places in North Carolina to go, and I keep my eyes peeled whenever I go out, and it seems like I got an eye for it, and I find stuff anywhere, from nice crystals to artifacts. And Chris says I just found a blue crystal and some topaz last night on live. Utah champagne topaz. Had blue too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I remember finding little kyanite chip. I was on a Sapphire Mountain, but yeah, we were finding sapphires. But then we started getting excited because we were finding these weird little conglomerates where there was, um, they were crap. But just because it was kyanite and sapphire kind of mixed together in this weird these little conglomerates we were finding, because kyanite was rare up there. But yeah, have an eye for the fossils. Yeah. Well, you got to you can train your eye on anything. If some days, you're looking for the glint, some days you're looking for the black. Like when you go out looking for like shark's teeth and other fossils in the surf, you train your eye to look for that special flat black that's a little bit, it's like a flat gloss. I don't know, it makes no sense, but that's the color you're looking for. And if you can train your eye to start picking out that, then you have a pretty good day. A pretty good day. No return address. Better alpha fossil. Yeah, yeah. Train your eyes to look for the pink. Train your eyes to look for the napped edging, the rigidity effect from the napping when you're out looking for artifacts. They'll start popping. Sometimes it's you're just looking for that flat flint, that different texture of rock, that flint that pops up. But yeah, I have a list I would love to do. I would love to be able to I want to go to the Amethyst Mine. That's the one I really want to go to this year. Get the Amethyst Mine. And one in South Carolina. That would be cool, because it's pretty close. And there are some other mines here in North Carolina I'd like to go. And I've been to some of them in the past, but I'm always going for gold. But every now and then I got to go for some crystals too. But hey, we got crystals here. We got them coming in. We got them working. We got them cabbing. I'm learning the machine, getting my skills up on that. I've used machines in the past. These machines are a little bit different. It's a little bit of a bummer that my saw did poop out pretty quick. I didn't have that many hours in it. Don't know why, but they sent me a ticket to send it back, and it's all set up. And it looks like they're going to take care of me because I haven't had it that long. And, we'll see how things worked out. See what the problem is or what happened, and try to take it easy. Try not to hurt the machine. I've seen a lot of people online that have these machines, and they pretty much use them constantly and abuse them pretty hard. And I was a little surprised that my machine that I've only used a little bit just all of a sudden didn't have any power. After the fuse, I blew the fuse, and after I replaced the fuse, it just didn't have any oomph to it. And they said we'll send it back and we're gonna get it taken care of. So that's pretty good. I know who it was, but I can't say who it was. Oh. Yep, check out Roof Fortress's channel. He does a lot of rock and lapidary live streams. I don't know if he has a set day right now. I see him popping up at just like me, like odd days, odd times, just whenever you can. If you got a set day, I haven't picked up on it. One time it was Sunday night before he had to move a while back, and his schedule has been messed up. But yeah, he's got some really good stuff. I've made some purchases over there, and I've been pleased with what I've picked up over there, and I'm looking forward to turning into something. Turning into something nice. I got this big piece of root beer calcite, and thought about keeping it whole, but the way it's set up, I think I can get 4, and other people can appreciate that stone as well. That's the thing about breaking down a nice stone is more people can appreciate it. What's up, Chris W? Just hanging out, doing a rock show, and we hit an hour, and I saw one time we even hit 20 people in here. Woohoo! Bonanza Shack, rocking on a Friday. One of them's mainly green, the other one's mainly blue. Some good color and flash to those. Those are triplets. I didn't make those, no. Those are just little triplets. Hope I ain't getting that summer, spring cold that's been going around everywhere. I blew my nose today. Oh well. Keep eating. Try to eat right, so keep it out. Oh, who's missing a lid? Nobody's missing. Oh, there's one on there. Durr. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Can't find my phone. Don't you love that moment? Yes, there's something about a blue t-shirt floating around. I don't know. Nothing about it, Mary. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming to join me. That was an hour long right there. We just had fun in the rock shop, chilling out. We talked about a bunch of different things. We showed a bunch of different crystals. Told you about the new Patreon tier. Put a thing up there to see if y'all wanted to just check out any of those bags, little sample bags. Had a silver and garnet bags. It's gonna be 2 of those, gem and mineral bags. And you know, I deliver and I make them nice. So if anybody wanted to take a risk on those, see what was going on, there it is. Other than that, that's the end of the show. See y'all tonight around on YouTube. I'm sure other people are going to be having some cool stuff happening. So until then, get out in the creek, get them crystals. All right, we'll see y'all soon.